Hello everyone, my name is Kareem, co-founder of LetzAI, and today I'm going to walk you through the platform. If you want to generate an image, you can just use natural text in the prompt field, and you can use the @ symbol to tag people in your prompt. I can tag @Mich Strotz as a knight holding a beer. Hit enter. In this example, I'm going to go for 4 different images. And there we go. Now we have 4 images of Mich. So let's have a look at this one. So now you can publish this image to the feed by clicking publish. You can add it to our boards. So you can create a board or add it to an existing board. And of course, we can edit or upscale the image. So I can go to edit, for example, where you can find our new inpainting and outpainting tools. So let's adjust the brush size. I'm just going to paint over his face. And let's say we want the white Meta Quest 3 inpainted on there. Hit inpaint. And now you can see we have 3 different variations of the Meta Quest 3. Let's just go for this one. Now I can also publish this image to the feed or to board. I can also go to the original image. So the next thing I can show you, you can either get inspired. If you really don't have any idea what you want to generate, you can replace your current prompt with just a randomly selected user prompt, or you can improve your prompt. So let's try this. You can go improve prompt, and you will see that this will basically use our AI to really write out the whole prompt and make it way more complex. So let's hit generate. Let's just see the difference, compare the results. And that's the improved prompt feature. So if you don't want to type in all these little extras like a Kodak Porta 400 camera or a subtle film grain or a 35mm and all these kind of details, you can just use our improved prompt tool. It will fill it out for you. Down here we have the featured AI models. So here you can see a bunch of AI models that were curated and handpicked. So you can use them by simply tagging them using the name that you can see here, or you can click on this little button and it will take you to the model page where you can see the images that have been generated with the model, and of course use it and try it yourself by clicking this button. Down here we have the feed. So this is the community feed. Here you can see what people are generating and publishing. So you can get inspiration. You can open every single image, see the prompt that was used, and you can even find the models that were used. You can just click regenerate the image, and that will just take this entire prompt and you will generate your own variation of that image where you can also edit the prompt. I can also go ahead and like an image, or here bookmark an image, edit, upscale. So every public image you can edit, so inpaint, outpaint, or upscale it. Then let's go over the settings real quick. So here you can see the dimensions. You can use phone dimension, square dimension, landscape dimension. We can choose between the V2 and the V3. The V2 is our legacy model. I personally don't use it at all, but if you want to use it, you still can. You can decide how many images you want to queue. So if you were to select 4, we can generate 4 images at a time. As for the aesthetics, I usually go for quality 5, creativity 1. So you can lower the quality to get lower quality and faster results, or put the quality higher up to get better results, but they also take longer. And the creativity slider lets you decide how much the AI sticks to your prompt versus how creative it can get, or more out of the box it can get, and sometimes deviate from your prompt. So it will be similar. You can also always find like these little infos in this little question mark boxes. Then we have different modes. There's default mode and Sigma mode. Sigma mode is a newer mode that is a bit faster and a bit more, let's say, grainy, raw, textured, so great for more realistic images. So yeah, if you need an image that isn't that clean, I personally almost exclusively use Sigma at this point, but the default mode is still working great. Then we have, last but not least, the generate forever button. If we click this, it will just keep generating images until we close our browser. So if you don't want to generate images and go and click the button every time, you can also just basically let it auto run. There's also a link to the tutorial here. If you want to know deeper how to prompt and learn the details, that's where you can find it. And then I'd say it's time to go to our models. So to create the model, you can click down here, create model. we can create the new model, or you can read the training guide, which I highly recommend because it contains everything you need to know. Because a lot of the mistakes we get from users have the tendency to be the same mistakes over and over again. So we wrote them down, and I really recommend you have a look at it. So first we need to choose a name for our model. Since I'm going to use a Moncler jacket, I'm just going to type Moncler test. Then we have to choose between a person, object, or style. Since in this case we're using a jacket, I'm going for an object. Now you can choose if you want your AI model to be public or private. If it's public, everyone on the platform can see it and use it. If it's private, only you can see it and use it. So in my case, we're going to go for a public model. Click continue. It's going to ask us if we have the necessary rights. And then I'm just going to drag and drop my images in here. And here you can see we have a lot of different images from different angles. And I highly recommend that you do the same. So take at least 10 images. And again, if you want to read up on the specific recommendations for the dataset, check out our model guide. So now I'm just going to hit start training the Moncler test model. And now the model is in training. What is important to know is that you will receive an email when your model is done. And once your model is done, you have to go and activate it. One thing that is always overlooked is the model types. So we can add model types manually, or we can have them auto-generate. Types basically help you to guide the AI model into getting what you want. So it basically locks down the specific things that are important for you. So in this case, for example, this is a black shiny puffer jacket with a hood and a Moncler logo. That's the default type that we got from our AI. So what's really important here is that this is about the black shiny puffer jacket. The jacket is always supposed to be black. It's always supposed to be shiny, puffery. And you can also edit and add other tags later on. So let's just keep it like this. Then you can add the model description, and you can add a website URL to link towards it. So I could link to this product page, for example, to send the user directly to the product where they can buy the jacket. When our model is finished training, we'll get a notification up here. That will take us straight to the model page where you can edit your model, set the thumbnail if you have an image generated, adjust the model types, and if you're not happy with your model's results, you can always optimize it, change the data set, and down here even revert back to previous versions. At the bottom of the page, you can find the safety settings with the adult and violent content filters. So if you deactivate this, your model cannot be used in any adult or violent context. And last but not least, you can delete your model down here. Let's take this image and inpaint our Moncler jacket onto that one. So I'm going ahead and increase the brush size to max. I'm going to select the area that we want to edit. And I'm going to tag our model Moncler and inpaint. And as you can see, our jacket has been inpainted onto this existing image. For more information, visit LetzAI/guides. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments.